Hey everybody, it's the Black Powder Beginner, and today it's going to be back to basics. I'm going to be shooting my muzzle loaders, the 50 caliber New Englander, the White Mountain Carbine 50 caliber, and the CVA Frontier Carbine in 50 caliber as well. So let's get to it. We're here at Carter's Country, and we're going to see how the White Mountain Carbine does with the new higher front sight that I put on it. And I only put that on there because the last time I shot this, it was shooting ridiculously high. So, yeah, we're going to see how it does. So let's get to it. So what I did was I preloaded some powder charges. So I labeled them. So 3 shots, see if I can make a group on the target here. This is 60 grains of shoot steel. So I added a taller front sight, so
we'll see.
We will see.
Shot right above it.
That was a rush. That was a rush.
Ceasefire, shooter, ceasefire. Open your boat, place your rifle.
Okay, so first shot was high. I was rushing. I have to admit I was rushing. But to do the second shot, I've got my 3F Schutzen, and I've only allocated 3 shots for the 3 rifles that I'm going to be shooting. So per powder. Press the black powder, and see what we can do now. Might want to put the cap on the nipple first. Okay. Now. Rest it on my arm.
Oh, on the left.
Yep. Okay. Low and left. All right. This is exactly what it's supposed to do.
Now, if it does it again, then we adjust.
Okay.
One time is not enough.
And you know, I was getting ready to start adjusting. I was getting ready to start adjusting.
Yeah, I know you were.
Okay.
Well, Diane and Jim.
I saw her, or Jim won.
Yeah.
I saw him walk back inside the store, and I was like, "Who won?" Said he did. I think I'm going to take him to McDonald's.
You can see that.
Got a pretty good one today. 5 rounds or 3?
5. It's either in the real low 2s or 1. And I do mean real low.
Have you only shot him 2 times?
2 times.
That's pretty consistent.
No, 3.
Well,
That first shot was
Yeah, you jerked that one. So I ain't counting.
the 2 that actually hit.
Okay, we've been over this. You got to stop calling customers jerks. To the face, man.
Okay. So now that I got
Now that you got
the 2 shots,
2 shots nearby.
I mean,
low left.
close.
So, and that's what I did. I changed this sight out last night. So now it's higher than it was. I had that's a 494.
So where were you holding it when you had those 2 shots?
Straight center. Yeah. So
Bring it up.
now the question is, and I've consistently had this question: how far do I move it up? Would it be in
You got any notches?
3? Huh?
You got notches?
Yeah. I should have brought my glasses too. God dang it.
Bring that front to that next large notch.
The next large notch? Okay. Because it's got a leveling line to it. So the next, okay. So then right there. Okay.
Same stuff.
Same. Same. Now, and you know what I did? And I just thought about it. I only allocated 3 shots for each rifle of each powder. So I shot the 3 that I was supposed to shoot for this one, and that was supposed to be it. But I'm gonna keep going with this. So I have a total of 9 of each powder.
Okay.
So
Same amount.
same amount.
Okay.
Everything's measured out, weighed out, and Oh, you know what I might want to do? I might want to be able to put some fire to this.
You think?
Yeah, I mean,
It's a minor thing.
it might be a good idea to put some fire to the powder. Jeez.
God, what a novel idea.
I know. I just had it out of nowhere. Like, you might want to put a percussion cap on the damn rifle before you try to shoot it. Jeez. Okay. All right. All right.
Okay, we're right even with the bullseye. All right, elevation
Okay.
is good. Right at the edge.
Okay. Oh yeah. So then I just need to
Need to move it to the
move it to the right.
right.
Okay. Do that too. Now the question with that is how far? Like I always have a problem with that part. Like when I'm adjusting sights to try to figure out how far, to go so that I get where I need to go. So with this one, it doesn't have any notches. So just
How much did you move it with the elevation?
um yeah, about that much, about maybe six
All right.
lines or so.
You need to move it about the same to right.
Okay. Well, not even 6 lines. It was 1, 2, 3, 4. So 4 lines. Okay, but that's the thing. It doesn't have any
Doesn't have it.
windage. Yeah, it doesn't have any windage
So
markings.
what you want to do is see where it sits now.
Right.
Move it about half the distance to the edge.
Okay. Where did that one go?
Where'd it go? Oh, there it is. Up, think safety.
Where?
What the hell? Right up in the corner underneath the clothespin.
How did it get?
How did it get up there?
I don't know.
I don't either. Try it again.
Okay, so now that one just went down like stupid easy.
Yeah, I know. I watched it.
Is it because I casted these? Is it how I casted them? Because I casted these last year sometime. So, well,
May have been not hard enough
okay,
because you changed your formula and everything.
yes,
So
yeah.
those may be on the soft side.
But that's what I need for these, though, right? No,
You need it about a medium.
okay. So then, yeah, because these are. I don't know what I was doing with these, because I was changing leads. So the guy I usually get my lead from a guy in Pflugerville,
Yeah.
Sam's Lead Works. So because his is always like really nice and clean, but there was some cheaper stuff on eBay, and I ordered that, and it was supposed to be it was supposed to be not pure lead, but like a lino.
Linotype.
Yeah. So I was playing with it, like putting like 5 pounds of the pure lead stuff and then like 2 pounds of the other stuff. And I was playing with it like that, and I was casting a bunch of stuff. So okay.
That's why it's inconsistent.
Okay. Yeah, because some of these, like these are stuff that I put back in the milk, like stuff that was wrinkled and messed up that didn't pour right, and I put it back in, and I was putting some other stuff back in. So I was just throwing the kitchen sink. Okay. All right.
Keep telling you, consistency is the name of the game.
I'm learning. That was last year. I was still freestyling back then. I'm getting
Still
there.
didn't know shit for Shinoa.
I'm getting there though now.
You're getting to realize there's a little bit more to this.
Yeah, it is. It's not as simple as I thought. So, let's see how this one goes. Cause
Take your time.
all right. Where the hell did that one go?
Completely off the high.
So there's nothing I should change. It was just that
What it is,
this batch.
your bullets are lighter. So therefore, they're traveling faster and they're going higher.
Okay. And I can't tell which ones were which because I lubed them all, so now it's hard to tell. And I really wasn't thinking about it at the time.
Because you didn't know.
This is another hard one. This is another hard one right here.
Okay, you're right there at 9 o'clock, right above the last that's there.
Okay. So that's, it never occurred to me that how I cast the bullets, the different weights, how they would change the flight path of them as they go down the barrel. It never occurred to me. Changing the composition of the lead like that. That's something that seems so minor. But I guess when you think about it, it makes perfect sense because the lighter the lead, the path is going to be different. It's going to shoot high or whatever. So that one, you saw how it went down. It went down like the rest of them, and then
went back to where it was.
And it went back to where it was. Okay. So, because at this point,
we're at
because the bullets aren't consistent, so me changing the sights wouldn't do anything because
yeah.
Okay.
You may have a soft bullet. You may have a hard bullet.
Right. Okay.
By the way, Bill, guy that was here last week,
Yeah.
he is very, very knowledgeable.
No, I noticed that.
And he's showed me a lot of things that I didn't realize, and it was
Okay. This is another hard one. Yeah, when I saw all the stuff that he had made, the slide hammer and the drop tube, and then the vials with the powders, I was like, okay, so he's been doing this for a minute and he knows. Okay.
aim it, shoot it, take your time.
All right.
Good. 12 o'clock.
Yep. Yeah. I see now. I'm gonna have to make sure I keep the notebook open when I'm casting to make sure I do what I'm supposed to do.
Yes.
Cause
Makes a big difference.
yeah, because that was actually harder than the last one. So okay, all right, I'm learning. All right. Now I haven't shot this one since I bashed this one on here. Bashed this globe sight on here that I got off of eBay for $30. So I don't know.
We'll find out.
All right. $70 grains. 2F Swiss. Okay. All right. What's your predictions on this one, Oki? What you think?
Just aim it, shoot it. We'll find out.
All right. I want to be able to put the. Okay.
Way high.
Yeah. That's kind of what I figured. So I was kind of figuring that this globe sight would be too short
Could be.
because I got it set the Williams
Very bottom.
at the very bottom. Yeah. So, but see the post in here is like really tall. You see what I'm saying? So, okay. But there's not any adjusting to this, is it? If I wanted to shoot right, I'm gonna have to take this off and do like I did that one, but put the taller sight on there. Mm. Yeah.
give up on the first shot.
But when I do that, when I see something like that, my first instinct is to be like, okay, well, if it's shooting high like that, I'm gonna have to bring it down. And then so I start.
Quit doing
It, it ain't easy.
that. It ain't rocket science.
It ain't rocket science, but for me, it's so much, and my mind starts racing.
Evan's back. He said he's going to go to the restroom. And then I guess we're just ready to go whenever you are.
Oh, whenever Larry gets you.
Larry's here.
All right.
We just need to wait for Evan to finish up in the restroom.
Yeah, that would be a good idea.
Last time he didn't make it to like the next field or the next pallet or whatever it was.
Yeah.
The real question is, do you think Larry will be able to hold it down by himself?
Yeah, because those guys have been here for almost 2 hours. They should be getting ready to leave. All right, aim at the bottom of the circle.
Okay. I put the dot just below the red dot this time, and it's still high. Okay.
Aim at the bottom of the black.
Okay.
Hit the top of the black.
Okay. Oh yeah, I see it. About 11 o'clock. So. Yeah. Yeah, this one. Yeah. Well, all right. I don't know.
Good. Yeah, calling it a knife is just to confuse the enemy.
Oh, remember Crocodile Dundee? Yes.
That's not boy.
That guy pulled that switchblade up. He goes, no, son, this is a knife.
It is.
No, they could do buildings in New York now.
Oh.
That's not a knife.
9 o'clock.
Yes, sir. All right. See if I can do it again.
Right at 11 o'clock. Doubled up on it.
Yeah,
It's okay.
shooting all right. It's shooting all right. But I'm gonna change this sight out. I'm gonna put a taller one, like probably the exact one that I have on the White Mountain. So, okay, all right.
It looks like you got a happy face there.
All right. See if we can put it down range and actually hit the paper. We're doing all right. I'm having to aim slightly lower because this front sight is real short. I think that went off to the left. You get used to having a spotter, and then when they have to go back to work, now you got to rely on your electronic spotter. But I always appreciate Oki and Larry and everybody that gives me pointers on this. It's helped me to progress quite fast in the time that I've been doing this. So right at 10 o'clock. I'm actually shooting a group. I'm trying to move it over to bottom. Oh, no. I'm going to keep it where it was at. I'm going to put it at the very bottom of the paper, just the edge of the bottom of the paper. Yep. Edge of the bottom of the paper. And put it right in there. Okay, so 9 shots on the White Mountain Carbine, 9 shots on the aluminum, and then we got the CVA coming up next. So that was range day 15, muzzle loading madness. And I just want to say that my camera equipment died before I could get some good shots of the CVA. But what I will say is that I had the CVA set up with a ghost ring rear sight and the blade front sight off of the White Mountain Carbine. That setup did not work very well at all. Even after I tried to kind of zone it in a little bit, it still did not work. So I'm going to have to get some different sighting systems for the CVA. But what I did see and what I did learn is that muzzle loaders can be pretty accurate once you get everything sighted in with the sighting systems that you have. And from working with the H&R Buffalo Classic, you've seen that in the previous video, I learned that the Williams Peep sight and the Lyman Globe sight do work well. They seem to work well more with muzzle loaders than with, even though I'm not complaining about the H&R, it's a good rifle. But it seems like the muzzle loaders can benefit from it, and I've gotten actually more accustomed to it. So, with that being said, you're probably going to see another video with me kind of playing with the muzzle loaders. I haven't in quite a while. And, we'll see what happens. In the meantime, how I cast is paramount to my level of accuracy. And I have been learning that loading the 45-70 and 45-100 because all of those bullets are cast by me. But I didn't realize how much difference it made with the muzzle loaders. It never really occurred to me because that wasn't something that I was thinking about when I was first experimenting with the muzzle loaders last year. So now that I have learned that, you'll probably see another video with me casting and showing what I have learned in the year that I've been doing this. So, with that being said, Black Powder Beginner, see you later.